it's from the land of Oz, and this is my PowerSeries Beginner Bass Lesson number 2A. Now, we're going to continue on from lesson 1A, and we're going to talk about muting strings. Now, you may have noticed in lesson number 1, in some of the exercises that I showed you, that some of the strings will sound and continue to vibrate after you have left that string, especially going from a top string to a bottom string. And let's have a look in more detail about two of the exercises that we did in that lesson. So let's have a look at exercise 1, and when we are moving from the G string to the E string, that string will continue to sound or vibrate. So just stop the string, and you can actually hear that the G string is still sounding. Can you hear that G string? Okay, so the idea is to mute that string as we are moving from upper string to a lower string. So the idea is to actually just touch the string, not fret the string, not fret the string so it actually engages the fret, but it's actually just to touch the string like that. And the idea is to touch the string between the 3rd fret and between the 2nd fret, somewhere around this area here. If you press too hard, it will actually engage the fret. What we want to do is to touch the string and not actually engage the fret all the way down. So the idea is to play the string and then mute the string. Now, the idea is to touch the string to mute it at the same time that you go down to the bottom string. So it's like that. Okay, so in the actual sequence of playing the open strings, after you play the 4th time on the G string and you play the bottom string, you actually touch that string there. So the idea is to actually touch the string at the same time that you play the bottom string. So this is what it's going to sound like. If you don't mute the string, this is what it's going to sound like. Mushy. Sounds crap. So you've got to actually mute the string as you're going from the top string down to the bottom string. Okay, so in situ, this is what it's going to sound like. Mute the string. Mute the string. How cool does that sound? Alright. So let's have a look at the second exercise in lesson number 1. And you might have noticed also, when you move from the D string to the A string, the D string will continue to sound. And you get a really mushy sound. Now the idea in this particular exercise is to get used to muting that string at the same time that you fret on the A string on the C note. So that's on the 3rd fret. Now this is a little bit more tricky than just touching the string, because what we're going to do is we're going to mute the string but we're actually going to touch that offending string very lightly with the back of the finger so that it chokes the D string. Okay, so let's have a look at that in context of the particular exercise number 2. So, rather than, doesn't sound very good at all. Cool. This will probably take you quite a few days to get used to getting the right angle on your finger so that it actually frets the finger, frets that string, and actually touches the offending string at the same time. Cool. Might take about a week to get used to this, but it's a valuable way of muting the strings as we're going through a particular sequence of notes. This is Michelle Volz with my PowerSeries Beginner Bass Lessons number 2A. Uru for now. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.